Routine hand dragging a scrap fight. Cross contour, little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clot. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of deer in the light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. Warned about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint. Hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face. Stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction. A miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil or a linen. Joy to the poison. Voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine. If a portion reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It would be no surprise if today's matchup turns into a grinded-out affair. The Chiefs are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Bills, who will need to find a way to move the football. With that, let's get out to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this Week 10 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And oh, right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down.
We ready? Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
52's right here, over there, right? 52.
Set. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Now Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
3 down. We ready? Red 18.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Earl Thomas was so good at Texas, playing center field, playing free safety, that they thought if he came back for one more year, they're going to have to move him to corner. Those are the types of skills he has. That's what we just saw there. 2 deep coverage, came off of the, near the hash mark and made an excellent play on the football. Boy, can he run.
Yeah, and not really tall at 5'10", but he can roam, and he's disruptive. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Eric Armstead was a big-time high school basketball player turned into college football All-American. Now they're counting on him in the NFL to fulfill his promise.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Prescott now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Graham's got it. Complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A first down carry by Elliott. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big-time drop.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Prescott to throw it. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board. Happy, but you wanted to be...
And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So the D-line's going to spread out. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with a... First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go. Red 18.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Second down following the incompletion. They come out here in the eye. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. And left side here, it's Graham. It's a 4-yard pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
In the slot on the right is Graham. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
We ready? Wide and
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Time to step aside. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. Wide and
Now Carr throwing on second down. And this is incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing his Carr on third down. And incomplete here on third down. They were looking that time for Leonte Carew. And that brings up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And now out come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott now on second down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's the fullback. This is Whitlock. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Carr to throw. Backing up. He's going to fire one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. So we have reached half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the I. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They come up in an offset I. And the play clock's running down. This is West. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. On the ground, it's West again. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. They'll run it with West. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A long way to go for the offense here on third down. Now a toss. This is West. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And the Bills getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Drops it underneath to Elliott. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they're going to speed things up here. Prescott on first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
4 yards remaining now on second down. A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big gain there for the Bills. 37 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. In the slot on the right is Graham. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Tavon Austin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The drive begins with a handoff to West. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. We're back now in KC. Eight yards to go here on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Carr to throw on second down. Survey, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Kamale Correa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
We ready?
They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And now here comes Kansas City. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Kamale Correa in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for me.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They come up in an offset eye. They start on the ground with West. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and I'll positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. That will give to the big fullback. This is Whitlock. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now West. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
We ready?
They'll run again here with West. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
All right, here we go.
And Carr's going to keep it himself. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
We ready?
Here's West. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
3 down.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against...